welcome to Montreal.
Thank you. Thank you.
And back in the north.
Yes.
How's your tour been so far?
It's been good. Only actually like we're 4 shows in today. So we're starting to get a hold of it. But yeah, I think, it's been really, really good. It's exciting too. It's my first tour since COVID, so it's really nice meeting fans or people that enjoy my music again. I just like connecting on something else than the social media. Like it's really nice to see that people like I'd be like during COVID I was just like, why am I doing this? Does anyone like listen to like what is happening? But then like when I finally like see the people that my music means a lot to, it all makes sense and it's really inspiring. Like this is like a really inspiring thing to do touring. It's really nice.
Do you think a lot of people connected with your music during the pandemic when they had time to kind of sit back and relax?
Definitely. I've had a lot of, like I did a little Europe tour before this, and there's a lot of people who found my music during COVID and said that was a big support through it. So that's really nice to see their faces.
Because last time you were in Montreal, I think it was February 21st, 2020.
Yes.
You played at Minister.
Yeah.
And like that was 3 weeks kind of before everything just like stopped.
Yeah, it was totally crazy. My tour finished in the 6th of March in 2020, which was 6 days before the world shut down. So we were one of the lucky ones who got to finish our tour and do a tour before it all happened. So yeah.
So during all that time when the world shut down, a lot of people in the world, in all walks of life, kind of reevaluated what they wanted to do moving forward, like if and when the world opened up again. Is that something that you found yourself doing?
Yeah, definitely. I was like, as I said, I was just like, who is anyone? Like, I didn't feel close to anything, kind of. It was just, of course, I will always make music and do music, but I don't know, like, you never know like for how long I will do this or travel around and make albums and like you never know. But I like definitely during COVID I was like, what am I even doing? Like, does anyone care about this shit anymore? Like, well, it was weird. But then again, when I got back here and traveling again, then it all makes sense.
Yeah. So did you go back into music straight away during that period?
I was writing all the time, so like I will always make music, always, because I need to do that for myself as well. It's kind of like a personal outlet for me. Like I need to process whatever I go through. So music is definitely a big part of my life and will always be.
With this new album, this is your third.
So I was writing the entire album during COVID and wrote a lot of music. So
And I think you've said that this being your third album is kind of like a mix of the two first albums.
Yeah.
So what did you take from each album to make this new album?
So I find it like a bit weird. Like I think everyone kind of has it that way, but looking back at things is really important sometimes, or like look back at an old photo and you'd be like, oh, I was cool back then, or like, oh, I was pretty, or like like I feel like we're always judging ourselves, but then like when you get a bit ahead and you look back, you're like, it wasn't that bad,
Right.
And I feel like it's been like that with me writing all my albums. It's like when I'm in it and I'm like, oh my god, it's a shit, like you're overthinking everything. But then like Lovers is 5 years now, is it? 6, I think. 5, 6, 7. Yes, and then like listening back to Lovers now, I'm just like, wow, it's quite good. and then it took me 5 years to realize. And I know like it's weird because people touring and stuff, they start like hating the song that they play a lot, Well, I'm starting to just like, I don't know. Same with the Dream Girl. I remember when I released My Love, which is one of the biggest songs on the album, and also the most fun song to play live. I remember being like, I can't release this, and then like you get ahead, like, and then you look back and you're like, oh, it's actually quite good. Then like I did look back to both of my albums, and I wanted to take the best qualities, which I feel definitely on a lot of it is like the synth, the reverbs, the guitars, the solos, and then for me, I guess Dream Girl is more the organic sounding, fun, playful, more. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, like just take the best parts of those and gather them, and somehow I feel like I kind of made that work and made something special.
Absolutely, and like it does feel like a step up for you. This album, it feels almost more of a journey, I think, when you listen to it in full.
Yeah.
And it kind of starts slow and melancholy. It's a little bit sad, but then it livens up, and you know, there's still the melancholy, even though it's like the sad bangers.
Yeah.
But then it kind of comes down again at the end. Did you think a lot about like the sequencing, like where you put each track on the album?
Definitely, and like I remember at one point people were like, "Are you gonna have birds sing on the album?" I was like, "Of course!" It's like the first song. It's the birds in the morning chirping, like you're waking up. And I want to paint that picture. I want to paint that picture of as soon as you start playing the album, and you can see like the album artwork as well. It's like the day, like it's a day, and then and then it's moving forward into building more and more, and then it ends at nighttime with Let Go, and that's like when you process everything from a day, and you're like, again, I'm an overthinker, so I could be like going to bed and think, and I can't sleep, and it's to some extent you just sometimes have to let go of whatever happened and just try again the next day. So it was definitely, for me, I'm an album person, and I do love making albums that you can listen through, and without like having to skip a song because it's like, oh, it's a totally different vibe, or And I feel to Dream Girl was more like maybe not like an album that you listen. There was a lot of different genres in it and stuff, but this album I tried to go back to like an inspiration from Lovers, where it's like I want to make background music to people's lives.
Nice. It's a nice little catchphrase.
Yeah.
So when you wrote Let Go, did you know that was going to be the last song when you wrote it?
No, I did not know that. So it was like making all the songs, then listening to them, and then putting them on there. There were a lot of songs that I would love to have on the album. For instance, Swirl, that didn't make it because I didn't feel like it fit the journey. I don't want the journey to be too long either, because I want the listener to be able to focus on each and every song, and that they're not competing towards each other. And it's just, it's like making a reality program. You need all the personalities. No, you need like I just heard that they are really like when you make a movie, like when you do, you need all the songs to work together personally to become perfectly to become what it is. And I did that, and as a song, there were songs that I would love to have on it, but I didn't feel like it worked. And then that's why I'm also releasing an exclusive album, because it is a way to put those songs that I really feel like I should have had on there that didn't make it, that's still as good, but they weren't part of this album in this time, but they definitely deserve to live, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. So when you're playing the songs from this album live, are there any that you look down at the set list and you're like, oh yeah, this one?
It starts, to be honest, like I used to hate playing live. Like I've been so nervous. I thought it was some of the most like the hardest things I've ever done, like playing live. Just I was like, I remember when I started, I was just like, nah, I can't do music. If this is a part of it, I can't do music. And then slowly I've done it a lot of times. I've made a lot of shit shows, and then now I become to a part where I'm just, as I said, like I start like I just like, for me, playing these songs is just becoming more and more special for every day, because I've had those traumas around the playing live. No, but like playing live for me, it's been But one way, like, yeah, it's been, but now, like, I'm starting to feel comfortable with it. I'm always nervous, of course, but it's like, I can live with it now, you know?
I think even people that play arenas and have been doing it for years still get that, like, tingling before they go on stage.
Yeah.
I think that's healthy.
Yeah, no, definitely, and I think I'll always probably have that, but and I think, like, when you don't have that anymore, you probably don't enjoy what you're doing. I don't know, but, like, mine was more like, I need to puke, I can't breathe, I can't, like, I remember my lip were just, like, you know, like, I was just, like, my whole body just freezed, and I remember my brother was like, why are you doing this? And I was like, I don't know, my face is just doing it, and I was like, I got pale, and, you know, like, it was like, I could... And then walking off, I didn't know what I was doing, and I couldn't control my voice, and it was just like, it was not good. It was just like, so, but then by doing it and taking it, you know, step by step, I can walk on, and definitely having like a really amazing crew, amazing team who's like making, you know, everything else but me work really well. And so now I feel like really secure in what we're doing, and I feel like we really stepped up the live game, and yeah, no, so I'm really happy about that, because it's been a bit of a struggle, and I guess like that also make me love all the songs that we're doing, and I feel like I have some you know, like, it just works. My music works well live as well. So
yeah. It's got that energy, like people will come to celebrate with you, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So last time you played Montreal, you did a cover of Nothing Compares to You. Yeah. Prince.
Yes.
A lot of people don't know it's Prince. Let's just say it's Prince.
Yeah.
Obviously, Sinead kind of made you famous.
Yeah.
Are you doing covers on this tour?
No, I'm not doing covers on this tour. I have too many songs.
Yeah.
I have too many songs now.
You're gonna
to
get
do
more.
A cover. Yeah. No, but we were like looking at it, and we were thinking about doing the Natalia. She's lying on the floor. I thought that what's to life. It was only
black and white video.
He was deaf and blind.
Natalie Imbruglia.
That's what's going on. Torn.
Torn.
Oh yeah.
And that's not her song.
No,
that's a cover.
No. That's a cover as well. So I'm the girl doing covers of covers. But I didn't realize, because we have a girl in Norway called Trine Rein, and she did a version of it, which still is online. So there's like the writers of that song. They did send it to a lot of people, and then Natalie Imbruglia. Sorry.
Yeah.
Natalie.
Australian.
Yeah. She went off with it. Okay. Interesting.
So where did music start for you? Your dad was a musician, right?
Yes. He actually came on stage in New York and played with me. Yeah, so he's playing piano on someone's special.
Yes.
Yeah, which is one song that I released.
That's very cool. That must have been amazing for him too.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be online one day, and he was just so excited. But it's fun. It's just Australia. I moved to, like, I've always done music, love music, but I went to Australia to study graphic design, and I came home a musician, and I feel like the culture in Australia, the people I met, they're really open-minded and creative, and just, they were like a bunch of dreamers, not letting anything get in the way to become like what they were dreaming of, and they were talking loud about what they wanted, and then and then I think slowly I started being like, well, I like music. And I started like opening up more, and then the more I opened up, I guess here I am.
Yeah, so that was Melbourne.
Yeah.
How old were you when you moved there?
22.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what album would remind you of your teenage years in Norway? And what album would remind you of your time in Australia?
I think teenage years, it must be Kanye High School. What is the Good Morning? Ooh, what is that album again?
Which one? By who?
Kanye West.
Oh yeah.
Good Morning. Ooh.
Education.
Yeah, that was my, like, I remember having like a party, and my mom and dad were gone for the week, and we were too young to drink, and then we were like blasting Kanye. Then it's Karen Jofield. She's a Norwegian artist. that I listened a lot to embrace me. When I was young, she was like, when I was heartbroken, I would just play it on repeat. Celine Dion, a lot.
Montreal's own.
Ah, yeah, true. Yeah, Celine Dion. I did not say that just to please you. It was like, no, but yeah, Celine Dion has been like a big. I call her my vocal coach. Like,
That's a good vocal coach.
Trying to hit those notes.
Yeah.
And the more you do it, the better you get. No, but yeah, it's. I think like those are like albums that pop up right now. There's so much
in
more
Australia.
music
What were you listening to there? Is there something that when you listen to it, it takes you back?
We were talking about Vance Joy. He blew up with the first song that he.
Riptide.
Yeah, that was like playing hard in Australia at the time I was there. So I think he's probably. I remember like one of the first friends I met there. He played me the video of Vance Joy when he had like 1,000 views or something.
Right.
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh, this is really good." And then maybe a bit more than 10,000. I don't know, but it was like it hadn't blown up yet.
Okay.
And then I just like kept listening to it, and then it's like boom, 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 boom. So yeah, I can like he was one of the.
Nice. And what have you been listening to recently? Anybody new that you've discovered?
Recently, sad to say that the more I do music, the less I listen to music.
Yeah, it's quite a common answer actually. That.
Yeah.
Do you know why that is? Is it because you don't want it to affect what you do?
No, definitely. It's just like for me, it's just like I'm just my ears are tired from last night, and I was blasting my own voice in my ears. But I can't wait to get back home now and like start writing my new album. Listen to a lot of music again, starting doing research, trying to find stuff that, can inspire me. But I think like the Japanese House is one of my absolute favorite artists. And like I love the 1975, but I haven't actually listened to their new stuff. But it's weird. At the time that I started doing music, it's like kind of the same artists that I still listen to.
It's like comfort food.
Yeah, and it's kind of like and then I started doing music myself, and then it kind of stopped. And that's dumb, so I'm going to start, because there's so much good music out there. So I just need to get back on that. Yeah.
So, tonight in Montreal, and then off to Toronto.
Yes.
What's the rest of the year looking like?
Festivals in the summer. Gonna be some months coming off tour. I'm gonna hang with my dog a lot, and then I'm gonna go in the studio, work a lot, then summertime festivals, and then hopefully there are gonna be a lot of stuff happening towards the end of the year as well. So only see what happens.
Yeah.
Where the music takes me.
There you go. Wherever the music takes you.
Yeah.
Hope it takes you in a good direction and you enjoy the ride.
Thank you.
It's been very nice talking to you.
Thanks
for your
you
time.
too.